Right, okay, let's hop into this one. Scoreboard's up for players, and it's going to be Portuguese for game number one.
All right, let's get right into it. Harry, introduce the players.
Oh, you're so kind, Shake. Love you. Love you.
Love, love.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the PK Clan TV 25, I think, over their whole life cycle. Round of 32. It's a game between Ezad and ChefSudiste. We're in game number one of his best of three on the Great Plains. Ezad playing as the British, going down to the south of the map in the colour blue, and ChefSudiste, also known as the Chef in my eyes, spawning to the northeast map in the colour red, playing as his favourite civ in the game, the Portuguese. And this matchup, this series, I've thinking Chef might have the slightest of edge. A very consistent AoE3 player. Ezad playing not as much compared to Chef, but I think overall Ezad's the stronger, well-rounded player. So I'm expecting close things. This matchup in particular probably Brit favoured. Even then, though, I don't think it's going to end early, and I think if the game goes late-ish, it's going to open up for both civs. I don't really think this is a common matchup anyway, and I'm going to say it is pretty open for both players this game.
I like this matchup. I think it's a 50-50 matchup. Longbows are quite hard to kill, but the momentum is definitely on Port's side. Now, Izad isn't really known for his Brit gameplay. He doesn't strike me as a Brit player either. Um, but I will note on this specific matchup, Chef Sadist always seems like he has the upper hand. Um, Specifically from what I've watched him play Port versus Brit. He just somehow always manages to win this matchup. And one game that comes to mind was he played a game I think a year ago was against who was it again? King of Osman. There we go. And Kingu just said like I have no idea what to do here, and there we go. So on this patch on his main account, he's 52% win rate against Brit with Port, and on his second account, oh no, that's his first account. No, yeah, no, that's his second account, and on his first account, which is somewhere that I can't really find. I'll look for his second account and I'll tell you what the win rate is on the other one.
I'm
There
not
we
going
go.
to say this is a unfair map which needs a map rehost, but Chef has been dealt a terrible hand in terms of hunts. He can probably bring in the Pronghorn pretty cleanly to a second TC. He probably wants to think about expanding his TCs up to the kind of northern side, western side, maybe TC just on the maybe top side of this silver mine, so the TCs
Yeah,
do
this is
double cover
horrific.
fire,
Oh my
but
god.
will want to
Oh my god.
what? How
I
Baron?
just saw the map.
Yeah.
This should in theory be a rehost if it's allowed.
No, because I think that is the same as this in terms of position on the
No,
native
no, no, it's
post.
not in proximity.
Yeah.
Because if you look at like they're in the same camera frame where the other hunt isn't in
Actually,
the same
where
frame.
on earth has this hunt come from? That is this.
He's just heard it in age one. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty
yeah,
standard on Great Plains.
yeah.
But I mean, Sadist will be fuming, I think, because look at him. He's hurting on two sides and like he needs good 5 shots and
He's heard in he's
knowing
heard in three ways already, which is quite a large committal for her. But like he's out of food. Like he's got the age
he
up
is
in. He's
out
got
of
a
food.
couple of villas in, and he's going to age up to the naturalist, which will give him time to eat the cows first before bringing something else in. But he's having to frantically bring something in somewhere to basically carry on his vills, unless he wants to move
Yeah,
all the vills out onto a hunt. I mean, it's not it's not ideal. It's not horrendous, but it's
it's
just
an
not
incredibly
ideal.
tough hand.
Yeah.
It's an incredibly tough hand he's been dealt right now. And I hope he's not gonna shoot this
Oh yeah.
away.
Oh, how has he not back heard of that one? That's so lucky.
He is incredibly lucky there. Oh my god.
Right. So I think this is gonna be a
A
forward
backer
TC here
there
from
is
Chef.
probably GG.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a forward TC from Chef. Even about maybe I don't think he might be a mid-map enjoyer. I know that some port players are, but I think Chef's a more defensive
He
TC
is,
player.
yeah.
Swish is a forward TC player, very aggressive, but yeah, he's gone forward defense with that. And I think that's a very appropriate place for that TC to kind of guard this Bison hunt, which is the closest one so far.
Yeah, and I mean because of this, his macro is a bit off, and this it's just so awkward for Chef. And I'm kind of feeling bad for him because this is a tournament game, game one against a very very good player in Ezad, and yeah, Ezad, he will scout this. He'll just have a field day with this if he sees this. Like he's noticing it, and yeah, the
Um,
hunt if he
kind of. Like,
ooh,
okay.
oh what, huh?
Apart
What's
from the
the
church being
positioning of
placed
that
in a
church?
really awkward position,
Yeah, I
he
just
hasn't
wanted to
seen the
say
TC yet.
that's quite sad.
He's seen plenty of hunt near the TC. He's just thinking this is all fine actually, but Chef's thinking, oh my god, I need to get this in, and he's kind of sorts himself out. But in base church, defensive town center, and now Chef moving in to kind of snare the explorer. That should go down. I feel that that should be something you can kind of pick up and trap because there's no other musks this early. It's longbows. Interesting. But that'll get TC fired. Oh, longbows are so
Yeah.
annoying at killing vills, aren't they? You think you can like micro away from their arrow volleys, like wait to the last second, but you always end up losing vills. And there's no great coats just yet. There's no market either.
Yeah. And just wait until you have to play against Breeze or Phoenix consistently, and they put these longbows in defense mode, and you barely see them on the map. And they like the first moment they get a lock on shot is when your Vil is gonna die in the second shot if you're not fast enough. So like here,
Hmm.
if he would have not noticed it before the first shot hit, that Vil would have been dead.
I wonder if Chef's even considering colonial militia because the thing is, oh no, I think CMTC 10 vills don't even kill one longbow. I think they leave it with like 2 HP remaining. It's because of that 30% range resist is really painful. But I know he's kind of wanting to gather an age up. He has to eventually get some vills in the TC to try and at least punish these 4 longbows that close underneath the TC. You can't really be standing that. Yeah, Explorers has gone into melee mode as well. That's going to be a pretty nice pickup there for Chef. I think Ezad's overcommitted with those 3 longbows.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's really. Oh, there we go. Oh, I thought that was a villager, but no, it's the native tomahawk. But
Hmm.
yeah, ChefSudiste already aging up. Probably aging up with the Ethiopian queen, I think. If we're looking at
Yes,
it.
he is. That's a good prediction there.
But we do not have a TP right now, so this wood that's coming in is coming in quite late, and we're not gonna have access to a a shipment in age 3. So market is gonna come up, and I wonder where that TC is gonna go. I think that TC is gonna go behind that native post there.
Yeah, up here, I think that's a good shout.
Yeah.
You want at least another coin mine outside your base, kind of covered in case it gets too hot in the base. There's 2 hunts nearby. Basically, vills over here will be there for the entire game, and the explorer getting up now. You're talking about TP. That's where the church idea came in, I think. But there could be an idea for another trading post. But I think Portuguese, the fact that they triple produce villagers and they're kind of constantly
Out
making
timing
stuff.
coming in. Push coming in from Brit on the south. Now that he's aged up, these longbows are gonna come in and try and do as much damage as possible. But on the other end, let's not lose track of the Shotel warriors that are
Oh
going
yeah,
into the British base right
I've
now, and he's
completely
gonna
forgot.
find a couple of vills on the back end if he's smart enough to look back there. But Huss are already on the backside trying to chase them, and there we go. A couple of vills exposed there.
No great
Are we
coat.
gonna get a vill?
No great coats either as well. He's gonna get 2. He's gonna commit for 2.
Yeah, he is committing, and he's gonna fight the Huss as well,
He's gonna
try and
commit
take
for
as
3
much damage
actually.
possible.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think that's
okay.
fair play. I think you're entitled
I
to.
don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. Yeah. Ooh, 2 goon batch though at the same time, and that villager is left exposed, but very nicely
Mark.
microed back into the
Yeah.
TC by Chef.
Market's up, but
And yeah,
he can't afford 3 TC
and
and great coats. He's got an item TC now. It's just been built. He's now attending to it. So that's really sharp play from Ezad, but from Chef. But that great coat is going to save so many viewers' lives once he gets it in. Because I feel that this amount of longbows, let's say 12 or 13, will just one shot vills from range, and I think they do. Yeah, I think 10. Yeah, 10 will
and
one shot. 10 will one
this is
shot a
the
vill.
thing right now for Ezad. Ezad has to win the game right now because Chef is not in a position where he can sustain an economy that makes both villagers and units simultaneously, and he's kind of relying on shipments to hold whatever push is coming his way, right? He is hurting very nicely. All the hunts are basically under both of his TCs, and he's been quite attentive as well. So there we go, 5 more goons coming in, and 8 what are they called? Castadors are already
Mm.
on the field as well to try and kite. And the Ezad has a nice massive units, but it's not really a cohesive mess, right? He doesn't have one unit, a lot of it. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of spread out. So, I think a lot of Huss here is not the greatest thing because now what ChefSudiste is gonna do, which is very smart, is he's gonna mix Huss of his own. And what he's gonna do, he's gonna try and pick off Brit's Huss with his dragoons, and then focus the longbow with the Huss, and then the castors could also do a very nice job against these longbows there. So, Ezad, I feel like is missing his window to just win the game right now by just probing around and not really doing anything
Does he have a window
in
though?
the
Because
base.
we've got 2 TC defense with enough vills to kind of, double
You have
pack
to
the
commit.
TC. You got the
You
caster.
have to fight.
Yeah. Because what I'm worried about is he was trying to raid with Hussars, but you know that there's goons everywhere, so that's such a risky thing.
Vice
These
trade.
units are now kind of committed to fighting in the army instead of trying to raid on vills. Yeah, now look at this push from here from Chef. He's not even fearing, but he's only got a couple castors. Hussars going forward. And actually, the amount of
This is
anti-cav
not a
here
good
from
push.
Brits is quite low. Brings the Huss forward, and that's where the dragoons come into play.
Yeah, but this is not a good push from Chef. This was very preemptive. He needed at least another batch of Huss and at least another batch of Castors before he can realistically push out here. And yes, he's microing this quite nice, but Longbows in the back doing so much damage to these Dragoons, they're all going to go down if he's not careful enough. And now the Explorer is coming as well to snare the Dragoons, which is a very smart option. You want to snare the Dragoons because they're faster and just want to give as many shots for the Longbows. All in all, this was a very good trade for Ezad, and yeah, now we have a shipment ready. But what is really going to be shipped here? Do you ship organs, but you don't have any protection for the organs except for the dragoons, and even of them, you can't get batches of more than 2, 3 out. So you're in a very tough position right now
Yeah,
if you're Chef
I've just
Sudiste.
realised that Chef's on 35 vills, soon be 38. Looks good on paper. Then Ezad's on 47.
Yeah, he is on 47, and he has Spice Trade and Steel Trap. So if you look at the food gather rate of these vills, it's kind of insane.
Hmm. Yeah, that is. Eventually, we'll start running out of cards, but I don't think that's much of an issue for him. He's still got Pioneers. I think it's a good thing in his deck these days. He
That's
can send
HP.
in Advanced Church for like a pseudo age 3 card while he's aging up in transition. That's not a bad shout for the Black Watch, even if you're not going in that main
Ooh.
competition. Longbow's hitting the
Big
vills.
volley
Organ's
coming in.
behind. Oh my god, look at them go down! Woo!
Humongous volley there. Wow.
That was
It's
7.
like 6 longbows.
7. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that was
Boy.
humongous there.
And that is the hide your organ guns behind the TC strategy. And, if you're a fellow member of the Julian the Guide, he would have told you to rotate your camera. So you would have actually seen that angle because, yeah, top tip. But,
Oh, God, my head hurts.
oh, that's...
And all of a sudden, with these halbs coming in and like almost enough body block right now, and another batch of dragoons, these organs look more deadly because Ezad is more transitioning to a Musk Husk composition rather than staying longbow heavy. He fears that the longbows are just too little HP and will just die quite fast to these organ guns. But the problem is musketeers don't really efficiently kill dragoons, and these dragoons can do a lot of damage to them and simultaneously not eat a lot of damage from the musketeers while they're getting shot at in comparison to to longbows.
Halbs
So
are very
it's
strong.
kind of a tricky situation.
Yeah, halbs are very strong into Brit in general. Just the longbows can't kill them, and the musks. Yeah, okay, musks trade better than a halberdier, but even still, once they're up close melee, you've got a 28 attack unit versus a 13 melee attack unit. But it's more the fact that it is that anti-cav protection, and it's the organ guns which are insane. I know that Chef. I've watched so many games of Chef, and sometimes he brings a fort in his deck, and sometimes he does not bring a fort.
This is a good fort map. This is a phenomenal fort map.
Yeah.
If you manage to plop it in right there where that little pond is, between the coin mine and the hunt,
Yeah.
if you manage to plop a fort down there, like you just secured more than half of the map.
I think from a port player, one thing the fort also does is allow you to train organ guns without having to build an artillery foundry. I think that's actually quite underrated, and it's also flexible as a second rack, second stable. I think it's as shipments go, it's an incredible shipment. But going for dragoon combat and wanting to go quite fast with this, I like that. It's 20% on his goons. Most of his army is goons as well, and still there's not really much of a challenge to the army. I think he's got enough Huss to kind of move in to kill the
Right
organs,
click.
but the Halb Goon will get some good value too.
H-up is in from Ezad as well, so he's up to the next stage. And
I
these
don't like.
organs are going to take another shot on the longbows.
I don't like this push here from Chef. Actually, I'm not. I feel it's just. I feel
Scary.
that Ezad's setting up the surround, and as soon as a veteran tech comes in, he's just gonna pull the trigger, and we're gonna see goodbye the Portuguese army because the dragoons don't want to get snared or in contact from the hussars. So will we just give it the organs? Just say, okay, there's the organs. I want to keep my dragoon mass alive because I think another thing that Chef is definitely known for is he's happily just making pure goons 100% composition, and then everything else just doesn't really matter. Another good volley on the longbows. Falcons do come out as well. Organs do split up. How about it is actually onto the falconets? That's gonna be a free pickup.
That's a free pickup on these falconets. So
Look
he's
at
happy to
the
trade right now.
One organ is still remaining, getting some value, and the dragoons run. What an incredible fight there for ChefSudiste.
It's beautifully done by ChefSudiste. I tip my hat to him. This was the best out of almost a horrendous situation. And now he's just 1,000 wood shipment away and 1,000 coin shipment away from popping up with 5 more organs. And Brit is nowhere near that, and now he's gonna run mobile composition and just start raiding these vills everywhere.
Yeah, the vills have now got the great coats, but they will get one tapped by this dragoon mass as to be expected, which is fair enough. But a bit of a raiding base. Hussars looking for something. They could have found something huge back here. I'm hoping that Chef's got at least another batch of 5 on queue.
Oh my god!
And Minutemen, he hasn't.
He doesn't have anything.
Yeah, he'll come back.
It is, but he's gonna lose. Like,
no great coats! Oh no, he's not got his great coats.
That's 1. That's 2.
That's
and
3.
That's a 3rd vill going down.
It's
Maybe
up to
even a
4th now.
4. Yep.
Yeah.
4 vills going down. So an equal trade when it comes to the villagers, but push right here coming in. But this is a dangerous push because look what we've got in queue right now, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 2 organs in queue, and that baby is gonna go up to 5. I'm telling you, Chef is gonna get 5 organs out. And how does Brit counter Dragoon combat 30 Dragoons and 5 organs at this point in the game?
Oh, he's marketed that one. He can still market it a little bit more if he wants, and I think he will get.
Can and he will.
They're a little bit cheaper. Yeah, he will get 5 batches.
There we go.
Oh, that's a scary proposition. This is.
Yeah, and scores all of a sudden are equal, and Brit is also behind on villagers. It's 65 villagers from ChefSudiste. Ooh, but be careful not to lose your longbows. Not to lose your dragoons. Sorry. There we go. He's running back, and the organs are now. Ooh, did he see the organs? I think he did, right? And that's why he's just running back frantically. But yeah, 57 villagers. Pikes are being mixed in because he just wants something in melee. Dragoons are being made, and Port is ahead on vills right now. Ooh, another big shot. He's being quite careless with his dragoons this game.
Yeah, I think this is smart here from Ezad because he can see the organs from a distance away. He can pull trick them in with the rest of the army, and he can just say, if you're going to lead with your goons, I'm going to take value from them. That's a smart play.
Yeoman in as well. So 26 range. They almost have the same range as the organ guns.
They do. I think.
I mean,
unless the organs have 25.
In a standard fight, if the organs are not focusing the longbows can realistically pick off every organ one by one. But yeah, I think currently, blind culverins. I don't know if I like this, but the fort I do like. Fort is gonna come in, and it's probably gonna be placed on the left side of the map. So whether it's up, it's a very good spot. Look at this. He's securing a hunt. He's securing a mine and another 2 hunts. That's resource for the long game. And I am fearing for Ezad that the longer this game goes, the better it's going to get for Sudiste, because let's not forget, Sudiste is one of the best, if not the best team player in the game right now. Caterboy will probably kill me for saying that, because actually he is the best. Cater is. But Chef is a solid top 5 player in the game when it comes to team games.
Do you see that?
Transition him is not a problem for him.
That spyglass. He sent a spyglass here just to try and see if any army was pushing. Saw a couple Minutemen. Didn't quite know fully whether it's the army pushing there or whether it's just a couple patrolling Minutemen. And he's actually pulling back the culverins. He does not want to show them.
Yeah, that is
he
true.
doesn't see them.
It's a nice decision. It's a good decision pulling them back, because if Brit is making any artillery, he would know to make culverins afterwards. But I mean, the culverins are quite useless right now because there is no artillery out on the field for Brit. There's just a lot of pikemen, and he's just gonna right click with them. So if Sudiste knows
Not
this, he needs some type of
yeah.
unit to body block,
The
or he
th-
needs a second stable because this is just not enough units to protect your artillery.
the
Sadly enough.
thing is, I don't think there's anything realistically stopping Chef from getting another 3 or 4 organs apart from population. I think that would not a bad play. A couple of Musk's raiding top, but White's moving in the centre and the organs are moving into position. 3 Coals, I would agree, is a bit overkill in terms of population. 2 would have definitely been nice to kind of even counteract Falc's or whatever. Organs! Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at this! The stagger modes! Only 3 go down! That's so disappointing.
Underwhelming.
So disappointing.
Boo. Boo. More dead longbows.
Oh, nice
Oh,
raid
but
here.
a very
Love
big
it.
raid here. Okay. A lot of villagers are going to go down here if Chef micros this well. And he's already on 84 villagers and a transitioning eco. Dragoons are coming in on the other end, though, for Brit, but these Dragoons are worse than Portugal's Dragoons. But yeah, I think Chef is going too heavy on the eco here with the transition. I want to see I want to see an arsenal, and I want to see a second artillery foundry, definitely, because the arsenal is
Oh, he
out
has
here
got
for
one, yeah.
Brit, but where is it for Chef? Oh, he does
Oh,
already
it's in
have.
base,
Okay,
yeah.
there we go. Range cavalry caracal
Shake,
plus.
are you proud? I have a find Arsenal hotkey. Are you proud?
You are amazing.
Thank
You are
you.
just the goat. You are just the goat. Who would you rather be in this game right now?
Oh, Chef.
Definitely.
Because it's the economy. It's the mixture of nice late game stuff. It's I feel even with this 4th edge rack of cards, including Grape Shot and Order of a Viz, your late game is fine. You could do something even funky with. I don't think you'd want to Brazil Rot at all, but I think you have the tools at your disposal, even with Constable, buffed Halbs, buffed Huss. That's a really good card in its own right. Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, this is going to be another pickup. No.
These longbows can just always run away, right? Because of their incredible
He
line
can.
of sight.
He knows that he's on. One slip up will mean like 10 longbows die, and then another 10
At
longbows
least.
die. So he has to kind of think about it. Chef's now going for the 4th edge. He's now committing to the 4th edge because he can't spend any more resources. He's popped. Ezad is a lot of population for a mill transition. Okay, he's got more food from the Cheyenne.
Look at this! Look at this float from Ezad,
Yeah.
though. He doesn't know what to spend his res on, and he's popped because, I mean, he's got all these Haas
Yeah, he's
that are doing
waiting to get
basically
vills onto the
nothing as well.
Cheyenne Bisons because they came in from the tech. If not, maybe Artillery Foundry Culverins. He does have the Artillery Foundry there.
He can only get 2 calves.
Yeah, Culverin wouldn't be bad here because he would exchange the Culverins. 1-shot organ
And
guns. Maybe not.
by
now.
the way, they don't because
No.
of the artillery HP. So they will go down to like 3 HP or something stupid like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
And every time Chef just retreats back to his fort. But look at the base. Let's look at the main base because it's being pushed by the pike. Yeah, I mean, these pikes are definitely going to take down the TC, that's for sure.
I dislike the whole try and take 2 fights on at the same time in different places. This, yeah. Chef.
Yeah, but
Chef
Ezad is known for this. He knows how to do this properly as well.
Yeah, well,
It's a lot of dragoons.
Ezad's just bringing in the army, but it's the organs leading the charge here. So TC goes down, yeah, but it doesn't matter though because Chef's got another 2 and he's up at full pop. So.
Yeah, minute
Oh my
being
god!
called from the other one just as a preemptive.
Look at the float here from Chef.
I mean, he doesn't have anything to spend his res on, and I won't be surprised if we're going to see an industrial age coming in
Bisons!
soon. There we go.
He's
Bison's coming
getting
in.
motherfucking bisons on 5k food.
I mean, he has to spend something res-wise. But I mean, again, like, look at the score. Ezad's thinking, shit, I'm behind, I have to push. But is he really behind, or does his opponent just float 4,000 food? Ooh, Huss moving in, okay. Just going back. I mean, it is quite dangerous for... I mean, this is the thing. APM-wise, Chef always has to go back to his villagers to remake these houses right now because he doesn't want to stay popped. And if I'm him, I just take all these builds off of food. Like, you're not going to need food for the next at least 3-4 minutes.
Apart from this location of the estate, the fact that he's now got a couple of estates, he could get a bit more coin naturally from these 2 coins, or specifically that one if he wanted a little bit more. But I don't think... there's no estates in any shape or form here from Ezad. He's got the... gold mine in his watch, but that's about it. Age up in the back TC, that's correct, but again, this is infantry right in Chef's base, and where's Chef going? Why is Chef letting this?
Because he's aging, he doesn't want to fight before he gets his techs in.
Mm.
And like, okay, you're gonna lose that TC and you're gonna
Queen's
lose the
Rangers.
stable. That is bad. That could be game losing actually. Why would you get Rangers that have worse multipliers against against ranged cav than longbows
No,
that also have
I swear
4 or
it's
less
more.
range.
I swear it's more, but at least have 22. Oh, they're less range, yeah, 22. But as skirms go, for veteran skirmishers, they're insane.
They seem like they have a very low HP.
Anyway, you better hope that this
Chef aging with the
artillery
organs,
foundry
though.
tech comes in pretty quickly. There must be a stable elsewhere. He's going to tech up here. Oh, he's teching up here. This is a genius. He just knows what he's doing.
I mean, if someone knows what to do with port, it's him.
Yeah.
And once we get robolds in and guard goons.
This is what I was saying.
Oh my god, we're getting grape shot.
This is what I was saying, Shake. This tournament, Chef can go far. If he wins this port game, he can play ports in the third game, and he's staring it down, thinking, hang on a minute, am I going to lose to Chef's ports twice? Because he's not in the lead in this game at the moment.
Oh my god, guard goons are in right now. And Silent
RCC
G
too
rape
as well.
shot is coming in as well.
He's got RCC,
And they're not going to die to anything.
Dragoon Combat, Grape Shot, Rebalds. He's got everything he needs to take this fight and smash it.
Oh my god, but he's focusing on the huts for some reason. Just keep moving forward. Just try and catch the Brit army right now. I mean, for those of you who don't know, I'm rooting for Chef because Chef is a very good friend of mine. But also, like, he just gets disrespected so often by the pro community. And like, oh, ChefSudiste is not that good. He's not that good. I just want to see him go far in a tournament once. And he needs to win this game to do that. So let's go, Chef. Push onwards. Brit is up. He's getting, he's trying to pick up the coin, but all these vills are in that TC right now. If the Rebalds manage to take down that TC and manage to take down those vills, Brit is in a world of trouble because he's already only at 68 villagers. Very smartly going for the artillery found first.
There is 0 food income here for Ezad at the moment, and his remass will not exist. He moved everything around. I think he's trying to go for. Oh, he's going for Rogers Rangers or the Queens. It's the Queen's Rangers. Oh my god, here we go. From the outpost. But they're going to get melted. They're going to get melted by the things.
They're coming in from a TC down.
Oh, look at them
Rogers
dying.
Rangers already taking it. Okay, Rogers Rangers in from behind with the factory coming in. And Chef very smartly not letting these Rebalds out of his sight with these Dragoons. They're glued to them. Harrison, please look at the fight, please.
Where?
Please.
Where do you want me to look? Where?
Here.
Where? What? Where? That's just fucking house. There, I am looking here. What are you doing?
Oh my god, another shot off from the Rebalds on the Rangers. The calls are packing, they're running away. The Dragoons are actually taking very nice pop shots on these Rogers Rangers right now. A lot of them are going down and they're firing back. The other Roger Rangers in the back are trying to take down the Culverins. Pikes moving in the north side of the map, trying to take down the TC with a lot of villagers down in there. This could be very dangerous for Sudiste if he does not manage to get into that army in time, because he doesn't want to lose his villager advantage. Robald very nicely taking down a couple of Roger Rangers in the back. Now he is focusing in the front with the main part of his army and with the artillery on the back side of his army.
Oh, look.
Oh my god, what a humongous volley!
As soon as I look away for 1 second, they just deleted. Sorry, Shay, but come on, I can't be 3 places at once.
It's okay. Let's keep going. Okay, 6k score difference in it right now. Right on the bottom side, on these villagers, on the plantations, and on the hunts. Rogers Rangers being chased by the Rebalds. Rebalds finally unpacking, taking a shot, and they're going to be snared by the Cheyenne and by the Explorers. So all of these Rogers Rangers are going to go down. Ezad's army, as he's moving, is trying to take down his couple of villagers, but every time he stops to take down a villager, he gets slowed down. 5 Dragoons in the front are probably trying to go in melee. There we go. They are going to go down in melee against these pikemen just to try and slow them down, but the backside of his army has slowed down with an attack move bug and hasn't gone forward. I don't know where these organs have gone. Okay, these organs have gone up north to try and support the main force, and now these couple of Roger Rangers are going to try and be annoying from the side, but the Rebalds are going to rotate around from the bottom side of the native TP. There we go. They're going to try and rotate around and try and get to that army. This is a runaround, ladies and gentlemen. This is a complete runaround from Ezad. He's trying to stay alive, and at the same time, he's producing villagers, but he's not remacroing really well. Cheyenne coming in now on the Rogers Range, supported by another 5 Dragoons. Now the Rebalds are finally catching up to the main army there, and Ezad has a shipment, but he's floating it. He's too focused on trying to run around during the map and not finding anything really. And this is looking like it's over. And ChefSudiste, I have to say, phenomenally well played. phenomenally well played. He didn't let him just run him around endlessly, and now he's doing the run around on the other
Oh!
end. All of Ezad's army is down. The pikemen are down. This is the only thing he has left. Yes, he has his factory on food even because the food income is so low. Now Guard Dragoons coming in for bread at the other end though, and some more culverins coming in to try and counter these revolts, but I think it's a little bit too little too late, because at this stage, look at the mass that we've got. We've got 75 villagers as well for Brit, and if we switch over to the other side and we look quickly at ChefSudiste perspective, he's got 77 villagers, so the vill difference is not that big, but there's no army, and there we go, ladies and ChefSudiste manages to take the first game and leads this series 1-0 against Ezad.
Ooh. Yeah. So I mean, turns out you're also rooting for Chef here. That's a bit of a surprise. But I did tell you at the start of the game, this is what I kind of thought was going to happen. Ish, kind of, maybe not. But no, that was well controlled from Chef from the kind of the get go. And I think the thing with Chef when he plays ports, what he always does is prioritize Ville production and then thinks about how he needs to spend his resources. And giving up his main base is okay because he only lost like TCs and houses, but his high expense buildings, the estates on this side, they were not challenged, and that transition from age 3 to age 4 was smooth. The fourth age, thinking, need to wait for my tech, so he went straight for the Royal Goon and Rebolds. I thought actually for a moment he was only able to afford the artillery up, but he went for it, and I liked how Ezad tries to come back with the pike play to say, well, you can't stand still with the goons and you have to do something with it, but actually the grape shot combination and how ineffective those 64 Queen's Rangers were. They didn't have the range. They were always going to get mowed down by the balls. And instead of Ezad kind of collapsing on the army, he kind of was running away with one group, getting chased by the other, then kind of catching up with it. It was interesting, but the map ran out of resources for Ezad, and he kind of was hoping for the cleanup there, and didn't really have much of a follow-up plan for his food, I think. And the cat sat on the keyboard.
Yeah, and I mean that's really the strength of Chef as well. His ability to transition so early, and we saw that really when the game transitioned into a late game. Um, Ezad was comfortable. It wasn't comfortable, sorry, as to where Chef was comfortable, and he almost has a little bit of a treaty deck. You see, sustainable agriculture, cigar
Mm.
rollers, like all these cards that he's got in there, because he knows that he is going to go for the long game, and
So,
he's oriented his game around getting it to
yeah,
the long game. And when it gets there, he's a top 5 player. When it gets to that stage, like, it's incredibly difficult to beat him.
I would, I
And he
would,
plays to his strengths.
yeah, I would say in this deck, the sustainable agriculture, I think, it's not great. I think there are better choices. I think the better choice would be H4 Advanced Fortifications. I just love that card.
Yeah.
But you also forget that Eco Theory is a 10% economy for everything. This is just 15% on food. So it's also like Eco Theory as a magnitude of a card is so much better. Cigar being 20%, it's so good anyway, and that's a very targeted late game economy. You're probably wanting 50 vills and states anyway for organ gun production, so it's a fine card. But actually, the one thing that Ezad again wouldn't be able to deal with is just imagine he was running through this place, but with a double tech forts with a couple fortified outposts. Okay, granted, the chef didn't have the cards. He spent all the cards on stuff like Grape Shot, Order of Viz, and then Factories. But
Yeah.
we'll be in for an hour and a half long game before Sustainable Agriculture gets sent. Luckily.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, the players are ready for game number 2. I am going to go for a quick toilet break, Harry, so I'm going to leave you here for the
That's
first
okay.
3-4
I'm
minutes.
in no rush to start the next game, to be honest.
All right, so I'll be right back.
Enjoy. Yeah, villager production. Early on, there was a moment where Ezad sent in 4 vil and got to 47. I was like, hang on a minute, look at the difference here. 47 vils to 30, but then triple TC production. Basically, once the third TC came out and kind of stabilized, he had his TC on a either control group or the select or TC hotkey and just trained batches of vils all the time, anytime. And it's a very efficient way of playing Portugal. Got up to 84 villagers, max population cap there, and went for the tech advantage. And actually, once that happened, it was pretty domination. Just look at this fight, actually. Chef hardly losing any units, remassing, filling the holes where he needed to do, but Ezad with the overpop of the Queen's Rangers, 142 down to 26, and still no real direct answer to that Ribald mass. No real culverins coming out, and yeah, competitions go. Legion Dragoon fully teched versus fully teched organs is incredibly scary, and actually both players looking for native over pops, but Ezad kind of running out of resources at that point. I wonder if there's another map in this map pool which benefits goons, but I don't think so. Maybe Mongolia with the Tengri Shrine. That could be another port map if it's in this map pool. Could be in the map pool. Got to find out. Right, let's move on to next game. We'll see if they've gone straight into it or do they need a little bit of a chill. I don't think they've gone into it, but it's only 1 minute in. I think I will take this opportunity then for a tiny comfort break, and we'll be back ready to go in about, well, 42 seconds. Time me. That's the cat wants more. Ah, he's had enough. Right, we are back. We are ready to cook some more, and cooking with the chef. We'll go into game number 2. I guess Shake's still on his little break. Is he back yet? No, he's not. Right. Checking the. I kind of was half checking the chat. Anytime somebody was saying like, "Oh, let's see Brit's side," I was like, "Oh, he's got a point here. Let's switch over." So I'm checking you. I'm seeing you guys, but sometimes I have to focus on taming the beast that is Shake, and he takes my full attention away from you guys. It's okay though. And we're in the second game of this best of 3 series, round of 32 between Ezad and Chef. The game started. It's always excellent to see. Spawning into the east of the map in the colour yellow, it is the Chef. Playing as the Swedes, currently 1-0 up in this series. Won the first game. And counter pick from Ezad, gonna play as the Chinese in the colour blue. I'm a bit of a China player myself. I think this matchup's probably quite good here for China, especially on this map. I don't think this is a good map here for Sweden. I'm not really too sure why Chef has gone for this idea. I think the fact this is a winter spawn actually hurts Chef a little bit more as well, but I don't think it's a deciding factor. And yeah, I know that Chef is comfortable with Swedes in team games, but I'm surprised he hasn't gone for Brits here, actually, in the 1v1 sense, because I know he plays that Civ as well a bit, or a decent level.
I know Chef Sweden. It's good. It's not bad. It's not great. It's definitely not Ezad's China, I think. And I would be very surprised to see Chef get a win here as well. Just purely based off the history of his tournament games with Sweden against China. So the last time
Look at you
we've
studying
actually
the history of matchups of Civs between players. Oh, look at you. I'm just saying that
Oh my God.
in terms of maps, I don't think it's a great map for Sweden, and matchup, I don't think it's a great matchup either. So both those together,
It's not.
I think it's not. It's gonna be difficult.
It's a tough matchup. It's a tough map, but it's an even tougher matchup if you don't know what to do in the matchup, which is exactly what goes on with Chef. He has no idea how to play against China, and we saw that in a series against Carbone in Spring Championships more than half a year ago, where Carbone managed to get the win 4-2 in that series. And one of the games was China versus Sweden, And Carbone managed to get the win because ChefSudiste went for full Caro play as he usually does with leather cannons, with falconets, whatever it may be. But you cannot win against China with full musketeers. It just does not work. It doesn't work for Otto. It doesn't work for Malta. It doesn't work for Brit. It doesn't work for any of those amazing civs. Why would it work for Sweden? Um, and I'm predicting that the only way he manages to win is if he manages to get incredible trades. Otherwise, it's gonna look a bit tough for him.
Yeah, if I'm playing as China, my build would still be Russian consulate, but essentially mid-map with the blockhouse or and
Oh,
forward
oh, oh,
village.
treasure,
Or
treasure contestation, Harry.
though there was not a treasure contention, was there? Look where his
But
explorers. He's
don't,
ran away, realized he can do it,
don't
and
put the map on it
Ezad.
when he's contesting it.
Hmm, don't worry, I have
God damn
faith in Ezad to win that treasure contention, if you want to call it a contention,
it.
bitch.
It wasn't really, was it?
No, but
Just
so
gotta up it.
yeah, what I wanted to say is he's got the Chu Canoe step card. I think those two cards will come out. I want to say Ezad wants to do some sort of semi FF play. I think straight FF actually gives Sweden some chance to get some torps down and kind of grow into the game. But actually, a couple steps out early in the game puts pressure straight away on the chef. He won't have any Karelians out early enough to push away the step riders, so he can only really think about torping this mine, this mine. That is out of order. He's only got 2 mines he can torp until he has protection against the step riders. So I think there's going to be a bit of a age 2 play from both, with Ezad dictating the pace if he wants to. He could straight to the third, but I don't think it's the best way to play it.
Hmm. I think we're gonna see 7 steps, but I would like to see 7 steps, 700 coin, because as soon as China's H3, really, it's one of the only civs where China plays against, and the arquebusiers just shine. They absolutely shine, especially with repelling volley against Sweden. It's just
Mm.
you have such a tough time trying to counter that with Chang Dao in the front, just tanking in cover mode, and even with the meteor hammers and the iron flails, it is very tough for Sweden to manage to crack that line and get to the arquebusiers. Um, so yeah, but we are seeing a calf start from Chef. Okay. Can we switch over to Chef's this deck 1 second? I want to check that deck again and see if he has anything that is Haka worthy.
No, he
So we're
hasn't.
not going to see Haka
And
pellets.
and,
We're
and
just
the,
going to see Musk
yeah,
Huss.
and the thing is, I think Muscus is a great play. The problem with Hackaplites is that, or Hackaplites is that RV and Arc combat, RV specifically, mean that the Chinese skirms will just demolish the
Yeah.
the Swedish goons, and it just makes that really awkward for both the Karelian play and the Dragoon play. Is actually a bit of a weakness here from Sweden. So adding the Hussars is definitely well needed. Probably going to might even be some Falconet play too behind it. He does have the Jaeger card in deck, but I don't think there's enough mines on the map to really kind of transition to full Jaeger play. And actually, high value units like Jaegers is not actually that good versus low tier units like China because of overkilling and all that kind of stuff. I feel that just the mass of stuff that China will get. But Step Rise do come out first card here from Ezad. Putting on that pressure was talking
Can you show
about.
us Ezad's scouting pattern 1 second? I want to see if he will be.
He's going straight to a coin mine. He's going
Ooh.
straight to a coin mine. Like, of course, he's
Oh,
going
there
straight
we
to a
go.
coin
That's
mine.
already. Yep. But that's already a torp that he catches while building. He's gonna manage to take down that torp because these Huss are focused down on the Explorer, which I don't know. I think it's a better trade for China because you can get that Explorer back up later on with these 7 steps when you save them eventually. Um, so yeah, we are seeing coin already hit the floor. Wood is coming in for China right now. Behind that, so we are going to see him age up. He does have enough resources to get the Pike Minutemen to, just kind of counteract these Huss, and that's why it's really so tough to go for a Huss semi against China, especially when they go 7 steps first. Because if the Pike Minutemen won't finish off the Huss, um, the 7 steps will come back and just do the job afterwards. And he is popping the Pike Minutemen a bit preemptively. I don't really like that because the Huss are already gone away. Um,
Oh, oh
but
wow!
yeah,
He's actually catching a villa on
simultaneously.
the barracks, but the Hussars pin them down. I think Ezad's looking, yeah, Ezad's raiding, looking for villagers, and Chef going for double batch of Huss. I really like that play. Actually, he's going to trap them all. Yeah, I want him to try and raid the villagers, and Torps went too deep into the base and get caught by Hussars. But he's going to try and trade this off with getting good momentum on the age up in time. But yeah, Chef realizing that he's had to make this play to defend his right to get on the map for Torps. Torps up the top, Torps here, Torps on this mine, and the fact that he's actually up to 130 shrine Torp population, probably up to 160 before he ages, I feel confident he's going to be
He's gonna
fine.
get to 200 before China is actually gonna have a mass out or be able to do anything. And ironworks are coming in right now, and when you do the math, ironworks is a shipment of about half a villager on coin. So on a fully torped Sweden, it's a 10 vil shipment in H2.
Yeah, you are right in that is what it's a necessity card as well. The fact is that actually Ezad's aging up, his pike's already out, and they're down to half HP. I mean, the Hussars should just go in. I don't think Ezad's calling pivot pikes. No, he's not. He actually's got very little stuff to kill off the Hussars. I know that Chef's waiting for the Karelians to join the fight, but they're just sieging the TP. It looks like, yes, so they're not going to join in. I think Chef just needs confidence in the situation that actually is waiting for the skirm age up and try and catch it, but actually it's better to clean up everything. Look at the amount of vills away from the garrison points. This is a pure just commit and send it.
But he's backing off instead of zooming in and microing this, but he really could. You just focus the lower HP pikes a little bit. And not only do you catch the H2 army that spawned through the Summer Palace, you can also catch the skirms. And now you've... It's these little things, Harrison. Like, it's this... If he stays in that fight, he most likely gets away with like 5-6 Huss alive still, at least. And he takes down the entire early mass from China. But now these Changdao are going to come in, and he's going to have a mass to protect his skirmishers. And the China death ball starts, and it's going to get very difficult.
Yeah. And,
it's this decision that he's very capable of making with the port, but for some reason when he switches civs, he's incapable of making that correct decision.
I think from Chef's point of view, I would have taken the trade of killing all that standing army age 2, the age up skirms age 3, and 5 vil from China. I would have taken that trade, and then, you know, yes, you wouldn't have the mass here. Oh, he's catching the army out, but Changdaos are coming across, and, you know, Karelians, they kind of need to go to melee just to close the gap. But they haven't got enough oomph to kill Changdao yet.
They don't. They're very low damage, especially in a not stand and fight situation. Karelian's lowest damage range attack in a situation with kiting. They really excel when they stand and fight, but can't really stand and fight against a unit with 6 or 7 or 8 more range than you with multipliers against you. So that's why the Musk Huss push from Sweden against China is not really the play. But yeah, Chef needs to find a way to somehow age up behind this, because we are already on almost 200 pop. He's building those last couple of torps, and I would like to see him cancel his units, take those Hussars, just try and run around Ezad and really survive into H3, where you can get your Falconets, vet Huss, vet Musk, and try and see what you can do from there.
The thing is, Ezad has went mid-map TP, lost TP. He's gone for French consulate, doesn't have French exports, so he's had to switch normally to or stay French. He's gone for French wood crates. So there's no Britain Musks coming. He's now got another card, but until this card even hits the field, he really has no right to be pushing out with just like one shipment and one age up batch of units. And all this time, Chef's eco is kind of, you know, happily going along. He's got so much more production, and the thing is, Hussars can take this. This should be a cleanup. There is not enough units here from Ezad, and I would like to see Chef commit this hard.
He is committing, but he's going back. He's kind of kiting again, but he needs to realize that these Huss actually need to take swings on these Changdaos to be able to take them down, because the Karelians aren't good enough by themselves.
Sheikh, look at this. The Hussars, they're carrying swords. They have not got a pistol in their hands. What is this? A unit on a horseback with no pistol in their hands?
I don't know what it is. Maybe after the game, I can ask Chef what to do. But again, we're having the big fight right here. The 1 HP Minuteman is being taken down. The Explorer is trying to make disciples. Karelians and Hussars have actually managed to take it down all of the Changdao, and now the 5 meteor hammers are coming in, but it's
please get into the sword charge, come on, get in there.
Yes, we need to see a big right click charge right now. These meteor hammers are actually doing a very good job in keeping the Huss occupied, and there's not that many Huss left, and China is going to escape from this fight relatively unscathed, because we're not really seeing any big reinforcements. Is Chef trying to H, or what's going on here? If we can check ChefSudiste POV 1 second behind
Chef's
this.
Chef's
no,
he's
sending HP, and this fight, just the micro in this fight could have been so much better. And honestly, this is a second opportunity for him to where he would have been able to win the game. But on the contrary, I think now Ezad is going to win the game.
Absolutely kidding me? Oh,
I mean, he can afford it.
What? He's not got a porcelain tower. That is greedy with a capital G, but I guess he's been chopping quite a lot, having to spend. But he shouldn't get away with this. The fact he is going to get away with this means he's probably got the game in his bag already at this point. But yeah, what could have been? What could have been?
It could have. We're getting hunting dogs at minute 13. Very Lionheart like. I want to see some market macro here. Buy 200 food. Age up to the next age, and Sweden is still in a solid position. I mean, his economy is so far ahead. He's now built a dock. He's going on the water.
Mm.
Aging up with the exiled prince. Honestly, I want to see double stable and double racks because he will be able to afford it in about with veteran upgrades on both of them, and just right click China with a massive right clickable units like Musk Huss just going in there before China manages to get any more upgrades on his units. We are seeing a raid on the north side by Sweden, China's base. Let's see what he's
Yeah.
catching, or is he gonna get caught? There we go. He's almost caught by these Changdao. God, I hate Changdao. Forever China hate, but it is what it is. Scores are equal right now, but I think as soon as Sweden ages up, manages to get artillery pieces in, it will go into his favor. Britcon's coming in, and we will see intervention maybe as a next shipment for China.
Yeah,
But if
he's not really teeing
go
up
ahead.
either the Beiyang or the Manchu support there, so I think it is going to be intervention. Just keep on spamming Skirm Sword Army, which he's going to clear out his torps. I like this torp. I like the fact that he's also low HP Meteor Hammer just guarding, but actually, I think one Vil might even punch or just about
No,
win that fight. Actually, but
no, he won't, especially not with the micro. You forget that meteor hammers actually have range,
range,
on
yeah,
their
yeah,
attack,
yeah, yeah.
so he will already eat a shot before he gets to the meteor hammer.
He's look.
Yeah, that torp is never gonna get built.
Oh.
Look at how far he's hitting that goddamn build. This is horrendous to watch. And thank you for nerfing the HP and the build time. Sorry, the build time on torps, because that torp almost didn't get built by one meteor hammer. Horrible.
Yeah.
Devs, please
So,
fix.
oh, look at the score from Chef.
Oh.
So this economy from Sweden and Ezad going for his own TC is too slow. He's been too generous, letting Chef get back into the game.
Go in, Sweden. Go in right now. The entire army is
Bayan
trapped
coming.
on the
This is
south side of the map.
a huge timing play here from China. Can he capitalize on this before Bayang arrives? Anti-cav here from China is non-existent pretty much. He does.
No, he
hasn't
has
got Vet
enough.
Huss
He
just
has
yet.
enough Changdaos. He has enough Changdaos there to hold that, but now with Bayang army, it's just looking very bad. But we don't see Vet Huss coming in for Sweden for some reason.
Levitanin, that's a very nice upgrade there from the Chef, and he's still not on Vet Huss. He needs the veteran Hussars urgently.
Vet Huss could
Snap
literally
block?
mean victory or defeat here. And instead of the range upgrade, I would have liked to see Platoon Fire for the upgrade against Cavalry, especially knowing that there's the Keshik and Step Riders in deck. And that's when like Corollians excel against Step Riders with Platoon Fire.
Yeah, that window was open and now it's closed again, but it's going to be a close engagement when the fight does happen. But you just, at least veteran Caroline and then upgrades in Hussars being teched now behind this, finally. I think carrying on with the Hussar play, actually not going hack I think it's actually the spot on move. I think Chef realizes his economy is pretty strong with water play as well. He's got to play it slow now, I think. He's going to play it slow. The time for playing it fast is gone.
Yeah, definitely. Now we're getting into the comfort zone of Chef, though. Chef had windows to win the game, but not in a comfortable way that he likes doing. But now it's getting into the slower one. But okay, very big fight coming in. Hussars are collapsing right there, pulling back very smartly, not wanting to take too many shots from these Changdao, but the Falconets are not firing. I want to see the Falconets take shot on these Changdaos because the Huss are not allowed to go down at a faster rate. Yes, the skirmishers are a danger, but you got to take the anti-cav down first. And look at this, he's not taking them down.
He's had enough for the day. He's going home.
He's not taking the anti-cav down fast enough, and that's why the entire Chinese army, which consists of skirmishers, has survived. Very nice pot shots there on that flying crow, being able to take it down. But now we again have an army of 18 tiers and 2 falconets. No Hussars to speak of. Platoon Fire coming in now after all the heavy cav is dead for China. Again, it feels like a missed opportunity in the micro of these big fights, and that's really what's keeping Ezad in the game so far.
Why is Ezad dropping the double dock, and why is Chef also going like both players got the same idea at the same time? But I'm not That is strange. The fact is, though, neither player has any naval shipments, and full cons are very expensive. You'd have to kind of spam war junk. So he's just expecting eco. Both players going eco at the moment. Don't even know that they're sharing the water.
Oh, but look at this mass comparison. Look at the comparison in armies right now. Sweden has nothing.
He has the falconets, though. That's what he has. He has the falconets, and honestly, there's no way this TP and the hunt and the Carolians that any of that cav's getting on top. So he's just taking pot
You
shots
are
where possible.
overestimating how strong Carolians are right now. He does have an arsenal, which I love to see. So these Carolians are a bit more buff than usual, but especially in melee against Cav, Carolians aren't really that great. And a thing that I was doubting from Chef last game is that the double match came too late, and it feels like this game is a repeat of it. Finally, we have another barracks out on the floor, but I want to see him double batch almost stables and barracks at this point. We're on 52 villager full Torpop Sweden. Like,
It was,
with Cree CDB, there's no
yeah.
reason that we should be producing from 4 military buildings at this point in the game.
What I'm worried about is that Ezad's seen Chef on the water, but Chef hasn't seen Ezad yet. He's only just seen it. So if he's going for any naval boats, he's 30 seconds too late to the game. Ezad, he's also not getting any naval boats in it just yet. Both players have a native post. They can go for canoes if they want a quick way to get onto the water, and I think... Oh, Ezad with the Northern Refugees. Nice timing for that, actually. Big volley here. Huge damage! Oh my goodness!
Big volley. That's beautiful for Sudiste. What I really want to see from Sudiste actually right now, I want to see an artillery foundry being put down. And I want to see 3 or 4 more falconets joining this fight. This is a feasible way for him to completely clean up that China mass. Because we are seeing right now hand mortars coming in for China. Which could be dangerous against only 2 falconets, but you really want these falconets to do a lot of damage to the infantry. If we can just switch over to the Swedish perspective really quickly. And I'm heating up. I don't know about you, but I'm heating up. I feel like Sweden really has a shot of winning this game right now. We are seeing war canoes coming out from the docks right here because he has access to them because of the Cree native post. And he's going to try and take down a couple of these fishing boats, and he's really going to start spamming them. Blueberries coming in, blackberries, sorry, coming in right now. To reinforce the torping situation. But again, Ezad is pushing in such an awkward position. He's pushing on the bottom of the map where he can really be trapped in between the gold mine and that TP. And I think that Sudiste has to take advantage of this right now. Okay, Caravel coming out, but the canoes are doing their job. Let's focus on the south side of the map again. Falconets are unpacked, walking towards the Flying Crow, and they're actually going to get a shot off on the Flying Crow before the Flying Crow gets a shot off. Again, managing to take the Crow down, and it looks currently like Ezad is losing the water, or at least in the process of losing the water. And again, his artillery and anti-artillery has been taken down. And Sudiste, yes, a couple of his big fight micro has gone wrong, but these little skirmishes, the artillery skirmishers, has been really, really good so far. And the Huss are going to try and find these villagers, but alas, they haven't found them.
The thing is, if you see that amount of Vils just walking around, you know he's kind of out of goal behind or out of... He needs that forward position, so he's now just like saying, I'm going to camp here. And actually, if he takes a fight in these trees, he's a goddamn genius, I think.
This is amazing. This is amazing. This is an amazing positioning for him right now. He needs to keep everything right now in there. He needs to stay by that TC.
Oh,
he doesn't
Falcon
even need
pack,
to take
free
this
shot.
fight.
No, oh my god, there's so much damage!
What a humongous shot right there. And Hazard's smartly being pulled back. Our Carolians, now we have just such a humongous mass of Carolians that they're just enough anti-cap. Oh, and they pop right on the media, on the hand mortars, and the hand mortar taken down.
Hand mortars are 90 wood a piece. They are so expensive. You cannot really afford to do that. And the thing is, I'm just looking at Chef's floatage is not ideal at the moment. He needs some more coin. But standing in a middle choke point with Falcons just raining fire down is also not ideal. Bounce shots getting massive damage as well. 2 Falcons, they're still standing. He has trained some hand mortars. He's gone in for some cav play. Another volley, picking another crow up.
Yes, Sudiste, keep going, bro. And now the Hussars are in an amazing position because they've managed to take down the Flying Crow. They're managing to eat so many shots from these skirmishers and the red coat. The Carolian mass is still intact. These 2 falconets have gotten so much value this game. Absolute perfect artillery micro from ChefSudiste so far. And these falconets are now going to be packed. Move forward. He really wants them to get them into a position where he can get another massive volley. And that's it. That's it. ChefSudiste has managed to take this game and has clean swept Ezad in a perfect 2-0 and advances to the round of 16 of the PK Clan $10K tournament. And he's proving the doubters wrong. to all the people that were saying that this guy's a bot, this guy's bad, yada yada yada. Eat your words. ChefSudiste is here and he's here to stay, and very well played to him.
All right, come on, Shake.
I love it.
Hey, I was with you. I called this from the start. Maybe not the 2-0, but the series win.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, I don't want to take away because Ezad is a phenomenal player. He's a very, very good player. But for Sadist to manage to play the games to his strength, right? This is the thing. His strength is the later game. His strength is the these stretched out games where he gets a bigger mass, and then you see that his micro in the beginning of the first big fights when the masses were a bit smaller, when the units weren't as upgraded, he really kind of shut the bed there because he's not used to it. But the later the game goes, the bigger the masses get, the stronger the units get, his micro improves with time, and he's won the game. And there we go. The champion is here with us as well. ChefSudiste,
Champion,
welcome, welcome,
shut
welcome.
your
Hello
He's a,
mouth,
everyone.
he's a winner in
Shake.
my
Come
eyes.
on.
Harrison, shut up, shut
Hello
up, and don't
everyone.
ruin the fun. Hello,
Thanks, Jake.
hello, hello, hello. So Harrison, I'm gonna let you ask the first question. Go ahead.
Okay, okay. Wow, I don't know what to say actually. I guess in the early part of the first game, you went to the third age with ports. You was up against quite a lot of pressure from Brits with more bills economy. How do you, I guess, prioritize what shipments to send, how many vills to train, and kind of balance both that early age 3 economy and early age 3 military? Because that's probably the most key point of that game. I think that was.
It was intense because he pushed me hard with so mix unit, pike, moose, us, and longbow. I think H2. He pushed me early. He take me 1 or 2 vills, and my strong with sport is I have a 3TC. Idle my vills to kill his unit, and win time. I need to have more vills to have a good eco. I have artillery. I make 3 cool in the case, or he make cool too, but he don't make. Maybe his mistake. I don't know. And when I am the first stage 4, I can up fast my goon, my organ, my cool, and after I can just fight. It's okay, yeah.
Yeah, we saw the deliberate was it backing off of your army, waiting for your well, allowing your home base to go down. That's 2 TCs, a couple houses, but not the mills, not the plantations. Buying time for your crucial upgrades before you kind of went in for the fight there. I'm just loving the accent, mouscous. I can't even. It's so French. It's
Moose,
almost Swedish.
yeah,
My,
it's moose and us. But yes, it was intense because he scratched my city, killed so many house. I was block house so many times, but I need to rebuild my city with my fort, my plantation, my house, my market, my stable, my foundry, and he make me crazy because he run on the map with Spike, with Goon, with Us. I have only Goon, so I need to make a choice: chase his army or protect my artillery and my vills. So sometimes I let my vills die, my city burn, and take a good fight to maybe win the game. And it was hard.
Yeah, amazing. Chef, first of all, congratulations on the win, man. Me and you are friends long time. I know you. I know what you're capable of. Um, man, it's been hard defending you, Chef. It has been
I understand,
hard.
Jake.
It
And
has been
maybe
hard defending you. Now I'm so happy you finally proved them wrong, man. You
and
proved that you are an amazing player.
you can be happy of something. For the first second game, I take Sweden for you, Jake.
There we go. There we go. So,
oh,
my
I
question
knew
to you,
Shake was
Chef,
hidden
is
homo.
my question for you is the first game, the map was very much off, like the hunts were very far. It looked tough, but I kind of knew because myself, like I'm a Sweden main, so I know that when I play Sweden, I can make a shit situation turn out good because you're comfortable with the civ and you're comfortable with mistakes and uncomfortabilities, right? But in
Yeah,
game
good eco
two,
behind. Good eco behind, yes.
exactly. But in game two, when you played Sweden here, we felt watching you like there were so many moments where you could win the game, and The question is, was it because you're not as comfortable with Sweden as you are with port that you weren't able to micro it down correctly, or did you always plan on going to the late game to manage to then play to your comfort?
I don't know honestly because I don't like the matchup Chinese Sweden. He can have a good skirm, good midi, good pike, and me, and I've only Musk Falk.
Just stop
Can I
talking.
have?
I can't do this anymore. It's so funny. I'm pissing myself. Goon,
Shut up.
goon,
Let
He
moose,
him
can
talk in
moose,
his French
goon,
accent.
he
goon,
can
goon.
have
He's,
Corneille
he's,
and
he's the
Mortar.
Swedish chef. He's the Swedish chef. You got to listen to him. You got to listen to the
Thanks,
Muppets.
thanks. But yeah, maybe I make some mistake. I can win the game before with H2 Us Camp Musk, and he got Skirm Alb and Skirm Changdao. Sorry,
Yeah,
but I make it for my clan. Pray for win
there
for
we
Momo
go.
Brez Ashilana. I need to win. I win,
There we go.
but
There we go.
really hard. I take some good fight with my Falk. I don't lose my two Falk, and it was maybe the fact of my win. Huh?
There we go. ChefSudiste, Anto,
Yes,
congratulations, man.
thank you,
Who is
man.
your opponent in the next round?
I don't know.
Ah, you don't know yet. Okay. Is it the winner of Only Boss versus Diaruga, or do you not know?
It's it's you, the caster. You tell me. I
I don't know.
don't
I'm
know.
not casting next game, so I don't know. I gotta go cook dinner before my wife kills me. I've already spent 2.5 hours yelling out of the top of my lungs. So,
Oh, you need to run away.
congratulations.
Thanks.
Very well played. Congratulations, Harrison. Always a pleasure casting with you.